Scotty B with the throwdown.
Here's to Osgood. Mobley with the follow. In the right place, at the right time.
Scotty follow it. Good!
Garland into Mobley. Mobley puts it up across the foul. Puts it up and in.
Scooped up. 3-on-1 break. Scotty B. Oh my! Scotty Barnes, the look away flush.
So here's a peek at the latest Rookie of the Year odds out of Vegas. Evan Mobley's still the favorite, but can't forget about Cunningham, who sneaks in there just ahead of Scotty Barnes. Of course, Josh Giddey doing special things in the Western Conference. And to give you an idea of just how special this rookie class is, this draft class in general, there's been a different Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month winner all 4 times it's been handed out, with Scotty Barnes being the latest recipient. Now, I know it's a bit biased, but Precious Achiuwa said he really doesn't feel like there's any debate. It should be Scotty for everything that he's accomplished and done for this team and the role he's had to take. But hate to tell you, Precious, there is a debate, a heated one. So to try to give you one side or the other, here's our Blake Murphy with a By the Numbers Rookie Edition.
There'll be more on the line than just playoff seeding tonight when the Raptors host the Cavaliers. Top Cavs freshman Evan Mobley and Raptors standout Scotty Barnes are about to make their closing arguments in the race for Rookie of the Year. This year's Rookie of the Year race projects as a more difficult one to peg than other years. That's primarily because usually rookies aren't performing like Barnes and like Mobley on winning teams. Other than 2018, you can go back 15 years and not find a Rookie of the Year winner on a team as good as Toronto or as good as Cleveland. That makes what's already a difficult rookie class to rank even harder. You might look at Cade Cunningham's counting stats, or Franz Wagner having more points per game than just about anyone, or Jalen Suggs and Jalen Green turning it around as the seasons come along. But none of those players are helping their teams win and fight for a playoff position like Barnes and Mobley are. Cunningham leads all rookies in scoring average, and if you add his points, rebounds, and assists together, that sounds simple, but it's usually a pretty good gauge of Rookie of the Year voting. It's hard for anyone to stack up to Cunningham. However, Barnes and Mobley aren't far off as scorers. They also rebound more, and while they're not point guards like Cunningham, they do get pretty good assist totals as far as rookie forwards go. They also use a smaller volume of possessions, which has allowed them to score more efficiently than a Cunningham or a Green. Now here's one stat that Barnes does lead all rookies: minutes played. Maybe that doesn't grease your voting wheels, but when we try to look at the actual impact the rookies had, treating Rookie of the Year somewhat like a rookie MVP, that really matters. It especially matters because on a lot of advanced metrics, Mobley and Barnes are very close. The debate can get a little heated looking at some of these advanced metrics. None of them are a slam dunk on their own, so use them with a grain of salt and some caution. Depending on the methodology you prefer, you could see Mobley as well ahead of Barnes, just a little ahead of Barnes, or hey, because Barnes has played more minutes, he's not only closed the gap, but pulled ahead. In short, Mobley's having more of an impact on a per-possession basis. That's especially true on the defensive end, where he's helped anchor a very good Cleveland defense. Those extra minutes Barnes have played, though, close the gap when we start looking at cumulative stats. So how much do these last 10 games matter? Well, there's a thought among some Raptors fans that Mobley was given the award early, and the strength of that first half narrative will be too tough for Barnes to overcome. The betting markets would tend to agree with that, with Mobley still heavily favored. However, if we're talking cognitive biases, like that primacy effect, we also have to keep in mind that recency bias exists. So, when you're looking at a serial position curve like this one, you could argue that these last 10 games are just as important for Barnes to close the gap and maybe exceed Mobley as Mobley's early narrative advantage was. So yeah, no pressure tonight, Rooks. It's not only a chance to fight for seeding and maybe avoid the play-in and lock in your first ever NBA playoff series, could set up your stretch run for Rookie of the Year as well.
Blake is a very smart cookie, and Raps fans hope recency bias wins out, because they are the other 2 franchise players for Toronto to have won Rookie of the Year. Pretty esteemed company in Damon Stoudemire and Vince Carter. As for Mobley, if he can join LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, is the only 2 Cavs to do it. With more, I'll send it back to Brad.
All right, Scotty Barnes, 16 points shy of 1,000. Only Damon Stoudemire and Charlie Villanueva did that as rookies for the Raptors. And